everybody. Good to see everyone. I'm going back and forth between glasses. I wanted to make sure I could see you. Now I need to make sure I can see this. Good evening. I'm Michelle Joan Wilkinson. I am the curator of the exhibition Reclaiming My Time, currently on view on the 4th floor of the museum. It is my honor to welcome you to this evening's program featuring Tricia Hersey and Aaron Maya on a journey to the realm of rest, which also includes music and a daydreaming activation. Reclaiming My Time presents seating, graphic art, and decor by contemporary Black designers. Their work highlights how objects can provide opportunities for rest and reconnection to cultural heritage. The exhibition was titled with the phrase, Reclaiming My Time, as invoked by California Representative Maxine Waters. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. California Representative Maxine Waters to retrieve back minutes allotted to her in a congressional hearing. Waters sought to eliminate the possibility of her time being misused. Her words resonated with many, and the refrain, Reclaiming My Time, went viral, championed by those wanting to determine how their time would be spent or saved. Our exhibition, Reclaiming My Time, provides another crucial message about consciously taking time to sit, to rest, and to reflect. Figuring out how and when to take these steps toward personal reflection and restoration is the primary goal of tonight's program, and I'm delighted to introduce you to our presenters. Tricia Hersey is the originator and founder of the Nap Ministry. She is a global pioneer and the originator of the movement to understand the liberatory power of rest. Tricia's words and the immersive experiences as created through and outside of the Nap Ministry encourage us to move beyond mainstream concepts of wellness. Tricia has 20 years of experience as a teaching artist, archivist assistant, community activist, and arts integrated curriculum developer with Chicago Public Schools, Columbia College of Chicago, Steppenwolf Theater, United States Peace Corps, Emory University's Rare Books and Manuscript Library, and numerous other community organizations and universities nationwide. Joining Tricia this evening is Aaron Maya, an inspirational singer, songwriter, sound healer, maker, and activist, described by Grammy-nominated jazz vocalist Gregory Porter as having, quote, a unique and ancient sound. Though she's been lovingly called the mayor of Brooklyn, Aaron Maya originally hails from Chicago's South Side, where her artistic training began with studies in West African dance and rhythms and continued in numerous church and community choirs. Aaron Maya has performed on The Late Show with Jimmy Fallon, NBC's Saturday Night Live, and has shared the stage with Angelique Kidjo, Post Malone, Stretch and Bobbito, and many others. So before bringing them to the stage, I just wanted to share a final housekeeping note. Deirdre, I may need you to come out for the note.
Okay.
This evening is dedicated to deep listening, reflection, and collective rest. Instead of a question and answer session, we invite you to sit with what you've heard, allow it to settle in your body, and carry it into your dreams and conversations beyond this space. May your questions transform into meditations, and may your curiosity be met with stillness and restoration. Thank you. Tricia, come on in. And Aaron Maya.
Hi, everybody. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
I am so excited to be here. I'm in deep honor right now to be standing in this space, to be bringing a word of deep, deep rest and care to the people. You know, for us to really be together to talk about my new book, We Will Rest, The Art of Escape, and for the collective Daydreaming activation. You guys are really in for a treat. Not all the cities on this book tour got the Daydreaming activation, so find yourself very lucky because some of the activations we did were just me reading, all recorded music, but when Erin comes out, you'll be in a trance, and I'll be so happy that hopefully some people will close their eyes and sleep and rest and have a word like my grandmother, like rest her eyes and listen. She would say she was listening. Sometimes she would say I was listening to the universe. Sometimes she would say I'm listening to God. But most times it would be I'm listening. Every shut eye ain't sleep. I'm resting my eyes. I'm listening. And daydreaming is a form of rest. The Nat Ministry, you know, we've been doing these collective rest events. Our signature program is that people come and they lay down on yoga mats, they rest, they sleep. We can't wake them up for 2 hours, they're down, you know? And so I wanted to begin to experiment with the idea of daydreaming and how important imagination is for our liberation. And so I'm going to be reading a little bit from the book. I'm really proud of this book. It came out in November, and it is the book I've always wanted to make and create. So it is all original poetry. All the typography is made for the book. You won't see it anywhere else by Black typographers. So it's really special. All of the art is hand-drawn by George McCalman. I'm a Black artist out of San Francisco who really worked with me for close to 2 years on all the art here. And so I'm going to read a little bit about the idea of being tricksters. Who wants to be a trickster? Who is a trickster? Yes. I want to talk about being an escape artist and what that looks like for us and what it will mean in this culture, in this world. So I want to read a little bit of a definition of trickster. Some people are like, what's a trickster? How are we escaping? What is this about? And so a trickster celebrates the values that are disapproved by society, but are necessary for survival and success. They're resourceful. They put resistance in the face of oppression. I think about a non-saving spider in African culture, bear rabbit in African American folk tales. Characteristics of a shapeshifter are they're shapeshifters, they're situation inverters, they challenge the status quo. They are associated with disruption, mischief, and they are openly questioning authority. They're outliers, cast-outs. A true hero is always, to some extent, a trickster. What makes a trickster a trickster? It's a question. They exhibit a great degree of intellect. They have secret knowledge. They use it to play tricks, otherwise disobey normal rules. They defy conventional behavior. And for us to really gain our liberation, we are going to have to be tricksters. We're going to have to be escape artists. And I uplift tricksters in the book. My grandma Aura, Henry Box Brown, Harriet Tubman, and then me, myself. Yes, so I'm so grateful and deeply grateful to be here today. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, for this moment, for community, for history, for silence. I'm so grateful for my ancestors, for listening, for the Holy Spirit. I'm grateful for singing, for dancing, for rest, for naps. I'm grateful for community. I'm so grateful for dignity, for alchemy, for resurrection, for life after death, for life after the death of grind culture, for sleep, for naps. I'm so grateful for memory, for love. I'm grateful for possibility. I'm grateful for hope. I'm grateful for water, for couches, for hammocks, I'm grateful for portals that we can go to often. I'm grateful for freedom, for imagination, for communities. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my heart, for daydreaming, grateful for the collective, grateful for thriving, for surviving, grateful for community care. Community care will save us. It is already saving us. I'm grateful for being human. I'm grateful for not being a machine. I don't want to be a machine. I want to bathe and soak in our complexities. I want to take my sweet time. I'm grateful for taking my sweet time. I'm grateful for the depths of the ocean inside of us. I'm grateful for floating, for resting, for caring, for disrupting the idea that we are powerless. I'm so grateful. I'm going to read a little bit from the book. I'll start at the beginning. The book opens with a quote from Harriet Tubman from the book For Harriet, The Moses of Her People by Sarah H. Bradford. Harriet was now left alone. She turned her face toward the north, and fixing her eyes on the guiding star, and committing her ways unto the Lord, she started again upon her long, lonely journey. For, she said, I had reasoned this out in my mind. There was one of two things I had a right to, liberty or death. If the enslaved could believe, I know I can. Nikki Giovanni. Question: how do you find rest in a capitalist, white supremacist, patriarchal, ableist system? Answer: you tap into trickster energy. You become an escape artist. This book is a sacred object. You are a sacred object. This book is a manual on care. You are an escape artist. How to be an escape artist, an incomplete list, step 1. So the book is organized with 10 steps of how to be an escape artist. So I'll read a couple of the steps. Step 1. The first step for morphing into an escape artist is belief. You must believe you have the power to refuse. You must believe you have been gifted with everything necessary. You must be a trickster. No matter what, you must not show fear. We are abundant. I have heard from many of you that it's been difficult to rest because you don't know how. Give thanks for the not knowing. Isn't it exciting to be able to develop, discover, and experiment with your own liberation? Isn't it? I am the trickster, the one who got away, the one who always knew, the one able to transmute grief to rest. I am the trickster, the one who refused, the one leaping from the tops of mountains into a bed of feather pillows. I am the trickster, assigned as the debt collector by my ancestors, resting to reclaim the dream space stolen. Pay up. I am the trickster, the one who squinted her eyes, cocked her head, recognized the lies, peeped the scam. You are here. Thank you for living. Thank you for resisting. Thank you for caring for each other. Thank you, divine. Thank you, abundance. Thank you for resting, for silence, for abolition, for sleep, for Sabbath, for daydreaming. Thank you for imagination work, for ancestors' work, for subversion, for escape, for thriving in a culture focused on destruction. Thank you for freedom dreaming, for embodiment, for disturbing the idea that we are powerless. Thank you for your maroonage. Thank you for your rest, for your love practices, for transformation, for slowing down, for remixing oppression to liberation. The time to rest is now. You are divine. Let that soak in for 3 minutes. I'll hold back spring while you soak. You are a miracle in light, no edits necessary, not needing to be fixed. You are archive, protected documents, all is well. Will you rest? I'm writing this book so you will know that you are not unreasonable, that you are not imagining things, that your body is tired and your mind and spirit feel numb because the systems want it that way. They have worn you down into a pulp. There is life after death. There is spiritual resurrection. How to be an escape artist, an incomplete list. Step 4, study the art of improvisation. You will need it for your escape artist life. There are no quick cookie cutter steps to liberation. You do what you must in the moment and right now. You tap deeply into your inner knowing. You view rest not as an afterthought and instead as the foundation in your North Star. Follow the stars. Follow the light. You boldly step into your role as the leader. You carry your escape plan in your pockets. You carry your escape plan in your heart. I wish we had it up on here, but I am from this woman in flight here. When you get the book, you'll get to it. It's on page 113. But a little bit about the art. I worked with George. I wrote the text first, and then the text was written, and then we collaborated. And he said, "What are you thinking about, for some of the art? What are you thinking?" And I was like, I think I want someone in flight, a woman. And he was like, well, I said, I've been dreaming about it. I kind of have an idea what it looks like in my dreams, but because I'm not an artist, I might not be able to explain it to you. And he was like, well, let me show you some sketches. And it was literally the exact thing I dreamt. So I had dreamt this. It's like, this is exactly what I wanted to look like. And it was many moments like that. We really connected spiritually with the art. There's also a beautiful piece of art of Harriet Tubman. He showed me this, and I just started crying when I saw it. So the book, it's kind of a playful book that you can turn it on its side. So if the book is this way, and then you turn it this way, there's this beautiful illustration of Harriet Tubman. There's also a really fun thing in the book. There's a flip book. Anybody know about the flip books, the old school animation? Yeah. My mom is an artist. She is a painter, and she's 73 years old, but she used to paint and draw all the time, like still life and cartoons. In high school, she was like a cartoonist for the newspaper. It's like she was really cool. And so when she was cooking a lot, when me and my sisters and brothers were like jumping around the house, she would always draw little flip books for us just to keep us quiet, like a car racing or someone jumping off a bed or animals. She would just pull out like so quickly. She'd pull out a sheet of paper, fold it up, and just draw it. I was like, now flip through that, like. Leave me alone, I'm trying to make greens or something, you know. And so I put a flip book in here. There's a flip book of me walking to a bed in the middle here. So once you get into it, I knew that was immediately. I didn't know anything else. I knew I wanted a flip book in the middle. So if you go through here and you flip through it, you'll see me walking to a bed. So it's so much cool art in here. It's really a fine art book. It was really to be a fine art book, a book that you can have by the side of your bed. It really uplifts the idea of like hymnals, illuminated manuscripts. It was to be, if this was something that you found on the side of the road, like while you were running for freedom, this would be, oh, what is that little document? What's that? You know, pick it up, what's going on? And it would be like all of these messages for our freedom and these steps that you can go through, knowing that there aren't any cookie cutter steps to liberation. People were really mad when the first book came out, Rest is Resistance, a manifesto. They was like, I like it and everything, but she didn't really tell us what to do. Like, girl, like, that's not what it's about. Like, that's the problem now, that we have been tricked into this idea that there is one step to our liberation, that there's this self-care model. You do these 10 things and you'll be well, and we will be unraveling and discovering and decolonizing and experimenting for the rest of our days on this planet on what it means to do that. And so that's why I said it's an incomplete list. The list is infinite. There's many ways to our liberation. Rest is just one of the many. And so people, it was under the way the book was put in bookstores, it's sometime in the self-help section, and so people were thinking they could pick it up and just be like, okay, I'm tired. Thank you for telling me, honey. I need to know. And they got it, and it's like, no, it's nothing like that in the book. So that's why I wanted to have a play on that. It's like, okay, you want some steps? Here's 10 steps. Here you go with your 10. And so I gave you your 10, but then it's like the steps is like step 10, read poetry, So it's a little playful. Yeah, here it is, How to Be an Escape Artist, incomplete list, step 9. Read a poem daily. You will need it for your dreaming missions and your escape maps. May I recommend Lucille Clifton, Nikki Giovanni, yeah, I love Nikki, Langston Hughes, or Audre Lorde. Write your own. A prompt to start. My rest feels like. So you can write your own. You can have moments to write your own. I want to read that I Am From piece. This book really centers, all my work really centers ancestral knowledge and uplifting my ancestors, what they've done for me, how they've guided me on this whole idea, how resting and sleeping is a way to have downloads from our ancestors, how rest is also reparations, and how I'm reclaiming the time that was stolen from them. And so I uplift my family. I am from the continent of Africa, Afro-alien without a confirmed country. I feel Ghana in my bones, though, by way of Mississippi and Louisiana, by way of Chicago, city of big bloody shoulders, sharecroppers way deep in rural southern lands, body bent, breaking, bleeding bright. Great migration stories wrap us like a vintage quilt. Gospel music glaring on a clock radio. In my mother's small yellow kitchen. From trauma remixed to resistance. Power, now my freedom. Rest, now my liberation. I escape. I am from the inside of every liberation text. My skin a living archive resting. I am from Pentecostal tent revivals, my daddy's booming voice preaching, fish fries and barbecue dinners, mama napping every day in a lazy boy recliner, from steel mill working fathers and uncles, ready to reclaim what we can do with our bodies. They belong to us, correct? From high school sweetheart mama and daddy who never cursed a bad word, sweet tender brown beans floating around and over my head. I am from holy dreams, large wishes folded up in pockets and purses. I am the hope on the other side, the beautiful resistance side. I am from great-grandma Rhodey's apron, pistol tucked to protect her 18 children from demonic eyes. I come from the portal of rest, holding me up, laying me down. Liberation, my middle name. Rest, the prototype. Rest, my resurrection. Thank you. I have a little call for my son, so. I could tell a story about my grandma Rhodey. Grandma Rhodey had 18 children. This is my mom's mom, so my great-grandmother. I never met her, but she had a farm in Edwards, Mississippi. And I asked my mother, I said, what can you tell me about Grandma Rhodey? Like, I saw pictures, but what was she like to have that as a grandmother? She was like, oh, she was a tough woman. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, she had 18 children, and she was really tall, like everyone in my family. I'm like short for my family, and I'm like 6 feet. And so I'm like, literally, if you come to a family reunion, like everybody, I'm like looking up. My dad was 6'6", my mother 6 feet. I have uncles and cousins who are 6'8". My son is 17 and 6'2", so we're just giants. So she said, oh, yeah, all I remember is she used to always have an apron on cooking for all of us, and she kept a pistol in. I said, what, excuse? What? She was like, yeah, she always had a pistol on her. I said, did she tell you why? She was like, oh, she said that she kept a pistol in her apron pocket so she could creatively solve any problems. I said, okay, I like her. Yeah, I like her. And then my aunt told me more. She was like, yeah, you know, she owned her own land, and so during these times, the KKK, and she was like, she always had to have a pistol, and so my mother was like, it was always in her apron pocket, morning, noon, and night. She was ready, you know, to creatively solve a problem. So I appreciate her being a problem solver. And I feel, in a lot of ways, honored to be of her lineage. I'm going to read some more from the book, if you guys want to hear some more. Oh, let me read this story about Henry Box Brown. I wanted to uplift him. There's a beautiful picture of him. Well, the guy, George, who created this, kind of left his face to be kind of imaginary, where you have to kind of see what his face is like. But Henry Box Brown is literally, when I knew I wanted to, my editor kept saying, I know you want to write this new book. What is it going to be about? I was like, I don't know yet, but I know I'll talk about Henry Box Brown. She was like, okay, anything else? I was like, no, that's pretty much the foundation, and I'll just flow from that, because to me, he is the ultimate escape artist, and I want to bring history and people to know. A lot of people have never heard of him. Who's heard of him? Yeah, of course you guys are here, like smart kids, Howard people, I see you. Okay. This is the story of Henry Box Brown, the ultimate escape artist, my inspiration. And maybe he will inspire you too. He had a plan. He had a vision. He had his body. My obsession with the concept of escape came when I was a young girl in the 4th grade. A lesson during Black History Month was on Henry Box Brown. Mrs. Young began, today, class, we will be learning about a man named Henry Box Brown. He mailed himself to freedom in a box. On March 23rd, 1849, a man named Henry Box Brown was nailed into a large wooden postal crate marked "This side up with care," and mailed from slavery in Richmond, Virginia, to freedom in Philadelphia, a voyage of 250 miles. 26 hours later, he emerged from the box singing a psalm of thanksgiving, and he would never again be a slave. I hold on to this blueprint of Henry as a plotting magician, hope lecturer, liberation wizard, performance artist, and escape artist. For my next trick, I will pull a free man out of a box. For my next trick, we will disrupt grind culture by creating sacred spaces to rest and slow down. I will never be a slave to grind culture. I will never ignore the pleas from my body and spirit to slow down. Henry, emerging from the hiding place of a 3-foot-long and 2-foot, 6-inch deep box, singing a song of thanksgiving, breathing the pure air of freedom, rejoicing in the light of Philadelphia, trusting and loving his body for bending, stretching, and being bold in collaboration with him. His sight of liberation as he held his head down, rested his back against the box, shifting as he traveled an entire day plus some on trains. At 250 pounds and 5 foot 8 inches, the journey stuffed inside the box nearly killed him. The same way grind culture is slowly killing us. The way the pace of my life nearly killed me. Ode to the tricksters. Ode to the ones ready to leap, into the ones on edge barefoot with their toes clutching. A red carpet will not be rolled out with the invitation for us to rest from our toxic, hustle-focused culture. Sit with that. Lay with this. Take all the time you need to accept this sad truth. Grieve forever. Then rejoice in your plotting and in your plans. Rejoice in your escape making by closing your eyes. You can rest. Nothing is impossible. Come back to your center. Move your limbs. Open your chest. Think about the infinite power we have as individuals and communities. The holy happens there. Go there. Henry Box Brown told very few about his escape plans. A few humans along the railroad journey and a few at his final stop in Philadelphia cultivated the ultimate practice of community care. Who would ever believe this possible? Who would ever believe that a body and mind could withstand this? But who would believe that we would stand overworking, sleep deprivation, and the trauma of capitalism daily as we ignore and push ourselves? You will have to prepare to love yourself and to refuse to inflict violence on your own metaphorical box, singing a song of redemption and gratefulness. You can bend rest into a heart-shaped light, attach it to a tank top with safety pins. Let love glow through us like running water. Let us rest, scribble a map in the sand to guide our escape. That's Henry Box Brown. We're going to bring Maya out in about 5 minutes. I want to read a couple more things and tell another story. Say this aloud. My body is a brilliant, beautiful, inventive, high technology vessel of power and liberation, granting me the energy and space to just be. We can just be. We are beautiful. We are enough. We are divine. We have time. We have time to rest. We will rest. Good job. Yay. Good job, guys. So we're going to begin to get ourselves together for the Daydreaming activation. I'll have Maya come out and start to set up. But I'll set up what we're going to be doing, okay? So you guys are in for a treat. You're going to get to actually rest right now. People are like, I can't wait. I just need to close my eyes. It's a long day. Things are tough right now. I want to uplift in transparency how tough things are right now. I don't know too many people who aren't kind of struggling right now. Amen on that if that's an amen for you. Things are tough, but things are also very hopeful. I feel very, very hopeful. I feel deep hope in my bones. I'm not weary. I'm not afraid. I'm deeply hopeful about the community and the collective showing up for each other. I've seen it happen so many times. I trust it. I have documentation to show. That's why I love to be a historian, and we're in this beautiful history museum, that there is documentation. There is a blueprint to show that we can withstand and we can thrive. I always go back to the past and I look to the future. I want to future cast what we want. And Bell Hooks says, imagination is one of the greatest tools of those who are oppressed. Octavia Butler and her imaginative minds, science fiction. I think about all of the people, the women before me. I am simply a daughter of them. Audre Lorde, Nikki Giovanni, Gwendolyn Brooks, Bell Hooks, my favorite, Octavia Butler, all of the people before me who held the blueprint, Toni Morrison, today's her birthday, who held the blueprint for what we can do and what the collective holds and the power we have. So I want to ask that you just stay in that space, stay here, stay in the dream space, stay in the imagination space. So you can just get comfortable as you want, close your eyes if you want, start taking in some deep breaths. I'm going to move over here to the table. Maybe we can get... Be like my grandmother Aura and rest your eyes. Every shut eye don't have to be sleep. I'm resting my eyes. Catch a download from an ancestor. Testing. Give it up for Erin Meyer, y'all. Get ready. I think we've collaborated, 3-4 times now? Something like that. Yeah, it's amazing. The last one we did was in Harlem, 700 people, 600 people? It was a lot. It was amazing. So now we're here in D.C., about to light up the beautiful museum, install some daydreaming, some activation. I wonder if there's any tech people, if any of the lights can go down a little bit, if it's possible. If not, we're flexible and we'll do what we need to do. But that would be beautiful. It's a dream of mine. If that can come true, fine. If not, I'll daydream for something else. So. Okay. Yeah. Yes, let's start. The doors of the Nap Temple are open. Won't you come? Won't you come? Rest. We will rest. Keep breathing. Breathe through anything. Keep breathing. You are enough. life conversations. Rest is the roadmap. A truth teller. Rest is holy oil. Keep dreaming. Keep resting. We will rest. Stay in the dream space. Stay in the dream space. Stay here. The doors are open for rest. The doors are open. Won't you come? Won't you rest? What does your rest feel like? What does your rest look like? What does it sound like? What does it look like? Daydream. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. You can dream yourselves free. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to your rest. Hold on to each other. Slow down. You can rest. You can just be. Keep breathing. Stay here. Stay in the dream space. In the dream You have everything you need. can rest. You can rest. You can escape. Imagine a world filled with justice. Imagine a world filled with rest. Imagine the world you want to see. Imagine the world you want to see. Keep dreaming. Keep resting. You don't have to do another thing. You are divine. You are not a machine. You are a divine human being. Keep resting. Go to your beds. Go to your couches. Go to your dream space. Stay in the dream space. More human. Love your body. Rest your body. Hug your body. Hold your body. your body. Create rest in your imagination. Keep resting, keep dreaming, keep breathing. Keep dreaming, keep breathing. Just stay here. Stay here. Stay in the dream space. Stay in a portal of rest. Take a deep breath from the deepest parts of your belly. Exhale. Exhale, let it go. You are rest. You are care. Go to the portal of rest. Stay here. Stay. Hold on. Hold on to your rest. Hold on to your dreams. We will rest. We will rest. We will rest. Keep breathing. We will thrive. We are thriving. Just stay here. there, keep breathing. Hold space for your rest. Thank you for resting. Thank you for resisting. Thank you for trying. Thank you for laying down. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for living. Thank you for living. Thank you for resting. Thank you for holding space for your rest, for our rest, for being in community with us tonight. So radical to intentionally rest in a collective. It's music to my ears. I think I hear someone snoring. I love it. Music to my ears. Thank y'all for coming out. I want to just stay in your dream space. Just take some deep breaths. Come back in. Hold your heart. Move your limbs. And shoulders. If you want to stand up, do that. Listen to your body. Come back from the portal of rest. Come back with community. How radical it is to rest in a collective, to intentionally steal time on capitalism's clock. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Aaron, Maya. So beautiful. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm so grateful to be here. What a historic moment for my career to be at this space, installing the daydreaming activation during these times here in DC. The times. Thank y'all. I believe there's an announcement. Yes, there's Ms. Deidre. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give them another warm round of applause. So much gratitude we feel. Thank you. And I just wanted to say that this concludes the program, but there's still an element that's really important, and that is if you would like to purchase a book, there's one waiting for you upstairs in Heritage Hall. They're pre-signed, and I think a lot of questions that you might have sought answers for this evening are going to be in those two beautiful volumes. So thank you so much for coming out, and hope you have a safe and peaceful route to your home.